right, so now we're going into our incomplete dominance lesson. So I know that this is a little bit of a review. So incomplete dominance, for reference, is a cross between organisms with two different phenotypes that produces offspring with a third phenotype. This is like blending. So my analogy to this is basically you have paint. When you mix paint, it turns to a different color most of the time. So we have two flowers. One is white and one is red. So we have our genotypes and our phenotypes underneath. What do you think this one would be if we are mixing them and blending them as if they were paint? It'll end up being a pink flower. It's a whole new different phenotype. That is the purpose of, or not purpose, that is what incomplete dominance is. So here's a Punnett square with incomplete dominance. And this means the cross here creates a heterozygous offspring. So that's correct. These offsprings will be blended phenotype. So all of these will be pink, and neither are white or red. So they are incomplete dominance. So this is how a incomplete dominance Punnett square would look. All right, so identifying incomplete dominance. Example, if offspring show a third phenotype that is not the same as the parents. Trait of the offspring is a blend of the two parents, and heterozygous parents and offspring show unique phenotypes. Neither allele is dominant, so nothing overshadows anything. All right, incomplete dominance is a cross. So this is basically the same thing. We have our example. I can link the video below. This is Amoeba Sisters. They're a great source to find information about science concepts. And then, so here are some questions that you can pause and write down and answer. I definitely will have this in the Google Classroom, so that way you guys can answer this. This can just help me understand that you understand this concept. And then here's a model. So a species of betta fish come in 3 colors, blue, orange, and green. Only fish with the allele pair of big B are blue. Determine the probabilities of each phenotype from a big B, and big O cross. And here are some questions that can help you. Questions and some things that you can do in Google Classroom if you would like to. And then obviously this is guided practice. Obviously I can't guide you through this in person, but if a person with curly hair has offspring with someone with naturally straight hair, what would the texture of their hair be if the hair texture is incomplete dominance? So it's the same thing as before. You would just pause this and finish this if you feel like you need some extra practice or you want to get ahead of the game and have this ready for high school. And then our group practice, obviously, we can't look at everyone's eyes and eyebrows right now, but what you can do is look in the mirror and look at your own and look at your family members if you decide to do this questionnaire. And then our independent practice, so a species of birds has red, blue, and purple feathers. If a purple bird and blue bird have offspring, what might their offspring look like? So this is some extra practice. And then here are some end of the lesson questions. So these will, all the questions that we went over, I know I went through this very quickly. I will link them into the Google Classroom, so that way you guys can practice your knowledge of incomplete dominance. And we are finished. So have a great day.